this lesson, you'll learn to divide rational expressions and use dimensional analysis with division. How can you determine the number of aluminum soft drink cans made each year? Most soft drinks come in aluminum cans. Although more cans are used today than in the 1970s, the demand for new aluminum has declined. This is due in large part to the great number of cans that are recycled. In recent years, approximately 63.9 billion cans were recycled annually. This represents 5/8 of all cans produced. Recall that to divide rational numbers expressed as fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. You can use this same method to divide rational expressions. So that means we're going to change this to 6x to the 4th over 5 times the reciprocal, the second number. Then we can, just like we did in the last lesson, cancel out common factors. So I'm going to cancel out a factor of 6 and a factor of 5 and a factor of x. So all I have left is 15x cubed over 4. And just a reminder, in the last lesson, they let us know that from this point on, you may assume that no denominator of a rational expression has a value of 0, so that we don't have to worry about stating the excluded values on these. Since I need to recopy this anyway, I'm going to go ahead and factor out the greatest common factor, that first numerator, and then change it to times the reciprocal of the second number. Anything divided by itself, even m plus 4s, is 1. And so I'm going to get 3 times m minus 2 over m plus 5. And once again, the book went ahead and distributed that 3 through in my answer. But you know what? They are equivalent solutions. I think the first one is fine. Okay, once again, as I copy it back down, I'm going to factor out the greatest common factor of 12. And it looks a little bit different, but dividing is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So I'm going to have times 1 over x minus 3, because we could have originally written that over 1 if we wanted to. And then once again, cancel out our common factors. And our final answer is going to be 12 over x minus 7. Once again, as I copy it down, I'm going to factor it. So I need factors of negative 26 that give me a sum of negative 11. So negative 13 and positive 2 will do the trick. And then times the reciprocal of the second number. And wouldn't you know, they both have a q minus 13, so that'll cancel out. Caution, I see a 7 and I see a 7, but they are not identical factors. This is not q plus 7, so I can't cancel it out. So my final answer this time is going to be q plus 2 times q plus 7 over 7. And once again, they multiplied it out, so it would be q squared plus 9q plus 14 over 7. And again, I think they are both fine answers. You can divide rational expressions by multiplying by the reciprocal of the divisor, and a fraction bar acts as a grouping symbol, where the entire numerator is divided by the entire denominator.